We've had a brutal week, and it caused us to take a step back and be like, we need to do some teaching on how to have mental stamina, how to build mental stamina. And so I've got a couple principles that I'm gonna just dive into in terms of like your emotions, how to think about your life, journaling. If you study psychology and you study athletes, and there's like all of these different things, alter ego and metacognition, one of the things that becomes really important is the awareness of how you think.
What's up, big dog?
All right, you ready? All right, we're about to go inside. Chris just dropped like $1.5 million on a brand new kitchen. We actually recorded a podcast episode, which we'll link to you underneath this, about the episode where Chris was paying for all this. Last time I was here, it was a construction zone, so.
Danger zone.
I had to wear a hard hat to bed.
That was a lot.
So we're about to see the fruit of this labor. Oh my gosh! Zip. So much different and better. I'm getting video for Lindsay. She said hi.
Aww.
How are you? It looks amazing.
Yeah, she's gonna throw up when she watches that. You're like...
Another stabilization going on. Oh! Is this a fridge? Oh my god! You can't even tell. So proud of you guys.
That's a hot filler.
What does that do?
Real hot. With water.
Really?
We don't even really use it though.
When was the last time you ever filled a pot, period?
Good point.
I just feel like abundant right now. I just want to stay.
You feel like peace?
Yes.
Yes. We are live.
In the arms of strangers.
What's up, guys?
You can just get over a little bit if you want, man. You're kind of right on top of me. You're kind of like in my grill. Announcement. Write down on your notebook, ask the smartest guys in marketing.com.
I didn't realize that URL was so long until you just said it.
This is a place, so you can submit questions, and every month, probably twice a month, we're gonna be doing YouTube episodes and Facebook Lives here where we're gonna be answering questions. Real questions from real people.
Hit that like button. Give a little love. Obviously, we want other people to see this because it's going to be great content, and that's going to help.
Let's talk about some mental stuff. So, we've had one of the most brutal weeks ever. It's been awesome. We just freaking love.
Scott Lumley's in the house.
We just love brutal. Now we've had a brutal week, and it caused us to really stop and look at. And by the way, if you're following people who aren't telling you that they have tough times, stop following them. Stop following them, because I haven't met an entrepreneur in the game who doesn't go through peaks and valleys. And usually the higher the peak is, the deeper the valley is going to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like when we were first starting, a bad week for us would be like, oh man, like, somebody told us on an ad they didn't like us. Now a bad week for us is like my wife's car exploded and we're getting sued and like crap like that. It's like it gets worse and worse, but our victories are way higher too. And so what we did is it kind of caused us to take a step back and be like, we need to do some teaching on how to have mental stamina, how to build mental stamina. You can't be like, hey, I want to look like this and never go to the gym. Did you see that?
Do that one more time.
You can't look like this.
Whoa.
And never go to the gym. And it's the same with your mind and the exercises that you put your mind through. And so I've got a couple principles that I'm gonna just dive into in terms of like your emotions, how to think about your life, journaling. If you study psychology and you study athletes, and there's like all of these different things, alter ego and metacognition, one of the things that becomes really important is the awareness of how you think. They call this metacognition. This is when you can think about how you think. Say what?
How does that work?
So if you read like, even Ray Dalio's new book, Principles, he talks about looking at your life and business like a machine, and you can actually zoom up above and mess with the machine. So here we are, we're in this nasty, gnarly week. We're just getting brutalized,
dirty,
and terrorized, and everything happens at the same time. We were talking to our upper echelon clients. It's just like, it all happens at the same time. And the secret for us, this is the first tip about mental toughness, is being able to look at your business, look at your life, and actually zoom up on top of it and practice metacognition, which is It's actually you being able to think about your thinking. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but like sometimes I'll catch myself in a bad week or a bad month. And it's been a week or 2 weeks since I've thought about my thoughts and my patterns. And this stuff is dangerous.
Yeah.
Like if you subconsciously start thinking negatively and you start subconsciously like being negative and pessimistic, it's very dangerous. It can actually derail your business. And so one of the things I do every night before bed, is this too practical?
No, let's go.
But every night before bed, I actually write down in a notebook. Some people call it journaling. I don't want to offend anybody. So I'm not saying you should journal. But writing down in a notebook, I will rate myself on like 5 things: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and business. And I'll rate myself on a scale of 1 to 10. And here's what I've found, is that if I rate myself more than 2 days in a row below 5, something's wrong and I don't know about it. I haven't been paying attention. I got to pay attention to it. And usually just being aware of it, this is the principle of metacognition, just being aware of it enables you to fix it. Another word for this is conscientiousness or self-awareness, but it's the basic premise of just paying attention to how you feel and being able to deal with that. Average people are focused on surviving and they are avoidant of pain. Champions and people at the very top, we focus on different things. We focus on winning, not just surviving, but winning.
Thriving.
And thriving. Whoever can solve the most problems makes the most money. Whoever can solve the most problems and take the most challenges makes the most money, has the greatest impact, and climbs the biggest mountains. Catch yourself if you're in a season where you're just trying to survive and you're just like, man, I'm just trying to make it. And the things that, language is this hack, man. Like language is a hack. And sometimes like we'll talk to people and they'll be like, man, I'm making it. It's their language, and their language is actually capping them and throttling them.
Yeah. So I think you need to identify what stage you are in. And here's the thing, that we have lost the art of thinking correctly and assessing correctly to move us forward in our life. And this goes with business, this goes with your family, this goes with your marriage, your relationships, with your kids. It really is a holistic approach and look and view. Obviously right now we're talking specifically really about business, but you probably, if you're thinking thoughts of like, how do I just make it through the day? You are surviving.
Yes.
When you're thinking of like, oh my God, I just don't know if I can do this, or oh, is this gonna work? You are in survival mode, you're in survival phase, and you have to transition to a phase of thriving. And that is, a phase of thriving is a place where you are looking to take dominion, you're looking to take over, you're looking to dominate, and your thinking pattern has to be completely different, right? To operate in that place of thriving. And here's the thing that
Tell us, bro.
I've noticed.
Tell us everything.
I'm a preach.
Tell us everything.
Here's the thing, like it's not difficult. Once you do break to that level where you are thriving, it's not difficult to go back to a place of being in survival mode.
You can fall back so fast. One bad day.
So I think one, if you guys want to win, you want to dominate, you want to accomplish greatness in every area of your life, you have to identify first of all where you are. That way you can get clarity on how to make the right steps to move into that phase of thriving. And that's where you start taking the lands.
Business actually has 2 ratings. It's how's the business doing and how do I feel about the business. That's the second rating. Those are both real important because
and they're like completely different.
yeah, we've had record-setting months where it's like, oh my God, we made all this money. It's like, I just feel like crap. I just feel like we're
like
out
it's
of control.
all like going in, like the world's coming to an end.
And on the vice versa, we've had months that are just kind of average. And we've been like, dude, this is the best month of my life. I am rocking and rolling. And what you want is you want to balance in the middle.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be like, I feel great, I'm poor. That's not our goal, at least.
No.
You kind of want to be in the middle.